Good morning. We'll be looking at the different progression tokens in Seven Wonders Duel. This is going to include all of the expansions. We're going to do a tier list from S rank to D. So let's get started. We'll do agriculture first. I think that's an A tier. A lot of people like that one. It's kind of an easy go-to. 4 points and 6 coins. You can do a lot of good things with that. Architecture. Um, some games that is really useful if you were losing in the um, if you're losing in the resource game early on. But I generally don't like to go for architecture. I'll put it in B tier. Okay. Corruption. Now I have not really gotten the hang of Agora yet. I'm more a Pantheon guy right now. I will play some more games of Agora and record some actually, but I don't really know how powerful these two are. The corruption makes you be able to not have to spend any resources for. Well, I can just look them up, like look up what people say about these. We can just do both of them. So, corruption, as I understand it, is you don't have to pay the cost for the senators um, and the black cards, the corruption people. And then organized crime lets you keep both of the conspiracies that you would draft. So, that you would take. So, I'm looking at here. This guy says organized crime. Has anybody found a good use for organized crime? So, yep. Looks like he doesn't see anything good with it. He says when you compare it to corruption, corruption is better. Okay, so that's how I'll do this right here is okay, and this guy says organized crime token is terrible. Just allows you to keep both conspiracies instead of having to put one back. So I guess you draw two, put one on the top or bottom of the deck. Kind of a cool mechanism, but organized crime lets you keep both. And coins are scarce in this game, so money becomes even more important with the Agora expansion. So if you're playing with all the expansions, whoa. All right, back to it. If you're playing with all the expansions, probably money's going to be even more important. So, yeah, the two ones that allow you to keep money, those will be or to get 6 money, those will be pretty high up there. Anyways, where to put them? I don't know. I'll put corruption as B and organized crime as C because I don't know. Now moving on to ones I do know. Urbanism is really good. You can set yourself up to get a lot of coins. I think I'm gonna put it in S tier. It's the first one that I really you can do so much with a steady income of money. Speaking of steady income of money, how about getting money on the opponent's turn with economy? That's really great, especially early game. If I'm early game, I'm grabbing economy. If I'm later game, I'm grabbing urbanism. Similar to urbanism, but terrible, is engineering. It lets you pay only 1 coin for those linking builds rather than gain 4 coins with those linking builds. Law, I'm going to put that at A tier. If you're going for it, then it's great. If your opponent's going for it, it's great. The only time it's not great is if neither you're going law. So, yeah, victory condition for 2/3 of the strategies that or 2/3 of the games you might play. I'd say law, very useful. Um, Masonry, I put that similar to architecture. The only difference is sometimes you're not going for points. So I'll put that as C tier. It's architecture. You want to build your wonders. Mathematics, yeah. The most I've ever scored with mathematics, I think, is 12, which is pretty high, but it's hard to pull that off, and you have to get a lot of these other ones first to do it. I'm going to say it's probably worth only 6 points in a game. So C tier. Mysticism, 2 points per one of those tokens. I'd say about the same, maybe 6 points. Philosophy, 7 points, just straight 7 points. I'll put that at B tier. Polyoretics, I like getting that one. I like to make my opponent lose coins and lose options. Put that at B tier. Strategy, sometimes it's very useful. You can push somebody really far in the military or stop somebody who's going heavy in military. So I'll put that in A tier. And theology, I will put that in S tier because getting extra turns is just so great. Especially because a lot of those wonders that don't give you extra turns, and theology only makes those wonders gain extra turns, those wonders are very powerful. And the only thing holding them back is that they don't give you an extra turn. But if you had 4 of those wonders that didn't give you an extra turn and then grabbed theology real quick, you'd be very powerful. That'd be a really great game. All right, so that is my rankings for the different progression tokens. We even went through the Agora expansion with corruption and organized crime, and then we did Polyoretics and Mysticism for the Pantheon expansion. I really like this game, and I really like the progression token aspect to it. You can see a lot of these that focus on early game, getting them, like economy, and some of the ones maybe more based on, I guess, corruption would be like saving money for architecture, maybe early game, and then some of them that are maybe more focused on late game. So all in all, I think I've got it down. S tier would be urbanism, economy, or theology, dependent upon if you have those wonders or your opponent does. But most games you're gonna have those. So that's about how I'd rank them. Top of the S, maybe urbanism. Bottom of the S, theology. Top of the A, I like it how it is. Agriculture, then strategy at the bottom. Top of the B, I think I would put Polyoretics, and then bottom of the B, philosophy. Top of the C, let's put mathematics. And then, no, I've seen somebody beat me with Masonry. Let's do Masonry at the top, and then bottom we'll put Mysticism. And then, yeah, D tier. Only D tier here is engineering. But let me know in the comments if you feel like my tier list is really off in any way. I would love to get some feedback on that. Maybe engineering is really great, and maybe economy is really terrible. Just let me know. Thank you very much. Bye.